Well, it's a beautiful morning out here. It looks like we're starting to get a break in the clouds as well. There's talk that the rice is going to be harvested today. I don't know exactly what time. I'm just hoping it's not going to be too late, and then I can get that on camera for you. So we'll see how that works out. Well, Bob, you asked where Snow was, and here he is. As you can see, he's taking it easy. The big one, white one there, that's Bow. That's Dad's dog. They do have a tendency to wander, but not very far. Generally, it's only in the neighbouring farms. They just wander around and please themselves. We don't have to worry about livestock on other farmers' fields because they don't have any, so it's only us that keep livestock. As you can see, rat is on the menu again this morning. This one's already been prepared and sort of cooked. I'm sorry, but they don't look any more appetising than they do when they've got the fur on. So no, I won't be eating rat. It's not my thing at all, I'm afraid to say. Well, as you can see, the pond didn't burst its banks. It's still pretty close, but it hasn't gone over yet. Whichever way you cut the cake though, that's a lot of water, a lot of rain. But yeah, the sun's out today, or it's at least breaking through the clouds. And oh, just when you go in the sun, just standing there, it's roasting. Beautiful out here though. Yeah, I do like the sunshine. It just makes everything look brighter and more cheerful. Best thing about the rain, of course, is it makes everything so green. Just new growth everywhere. On the way in this morning, we noticed a couple of our neighbours' fields, and their passion fruit is growing so well, and the corn as well. It's another thing, it's just sprouting so quick. As I said before, you know, the soil is just so fertile and the growing conditions perfect with all the rain and sunshine that we get. You could pretty much plant anything up here and it would just grow. The shack now has pretty much become Mum and Dad's home. They do come home just to watch a little bit of telly in the evening and grab a shower, but that's about it. I said to them, you know, be better off if we took it in turns in the shack, and they said no, we prefer it there. And they just love it. They can't get enough of it. So the new shack has done its job. Somebody asked me yesterday, could I sort of give you a little bit of a tour? So I'll do that for you. First off, Mum and Dad built some new steps, so it's easier to get up and down. As you can see, the kitchen area is all right. You've got your little stove there, little cabinet to store stuff in, and at the top here, pots and pans. And that's a little entrance way going out the back. But they close this off so that the chickens can't get in here. Not a bad view to wake up to in the morning though, is it? The lower level here is only about 1.5 feet below the upper deck. And in there we have the bedroom. Size-wise, it's about 50% bigger than the last one, so yeah, a little bit more room for everybody. One of the real good things about the new shack is the bedroom. It's a lot bigger than the other one. The other one, you could only just fit this mattress inside. And here you've got room to actually walk around in. Absolutely brilliant. So you see, it is quite a size in here. It's all right, isn't it? You've got the mosquito net. And we did ask if they're getting wet at all, and they said no. The rain hasn't penetrated at all, so absolutely brilliant. Now, I'm sure quite a few of you have noticed the the shotgun. It's a little 10 gauge. It's actually not that easy to get a license to have a firearm here. So, but Dad's part of the local security, so if the police ever need him for whatever events or bits and pieces, he'll go and help out. And because of it, he's able to have a license. So there you go. It doesn't really get used for much. I don't think I've ever seen it being fired. So there you go. That's the shack. It's much better than the old one. Again, it's now got a little dedicated sort of kitchen. The bedroom's a lot bigger, and the platforms out here are a lot bigger as well, so it's a lot more comfortable, and it's watertight. Now the million-dollar question, of course, is how much did they get for the rice? They harvested approximately 1.5 tonnes, and the market price this time round, 5.8 baht per kilo. So Dad made approximately 6,000 baht for 1 tonne. It's just not worth doing as far as I'm concerned. It's just not, which is one of the reasons why Pi and I wanted to come and help Mum and Dad and diversify things that you do on the farm, and hopefully that'll kick in very soon, and it'll reduce the need to rely on the rice. A lot of it, of course, they grow to eat themselves, so that's not a problem, but I just think it's going to be easier in the long term just to produce other things and just grow enough rice to eat. So we're looking at what, 6,000 baht, couple of $100, and it took a total of 4 months. That's 4 months of graft. That's salt tilling it as it's just been tilled now. Dad's going to be out with the dak and he'll level it all out. Then it's sowing it, then it's tending it, and the total process, 4 months. 4 months work for 200 bucks. Like I said, it is a tough old way to make a living. These people certainly know how to graft, and they graft for almost nothing. As I've said this before, it is heartbreaking to watch it. Our neighbour, he harvested his a few weeks back, and he managed 6.5 baht per kilo, so he did pretty well. I don't know whether you can see there's a fella out there tending his rice at the moment, and that's our neighbour. The field that he's currently on, he's only just planted, but he's planted all the other fields that he's got. As you can see, it's now a sea of green once again. Doesn't take long for it to grow. Yeah, rice is obviously the staple diet here, so no matter what happens, they're always going to grow rice. But is it worth selling? Not really, is it? Not at those prices. Again, go to the supermarket and you're probably looking at 40 baht a kilo. So yeah, there's money to be made in it, but not if you're the farmer, and it's as simple as that. But again, you know, everything that Pi and I have done here is going to change things dramatically over the next year. The fruit trees are going to take a while to grow and produce. Again, we've got the fish, the ducks, the chickens, so it's all being diversified. Frogs shortly, and Mum and Dad, of course, have been planting a huge amount of vegetables, as you've seen. It's coming together really nicely. Pi's getting all excited because now that the rains are sort of kicking in, it means the mushrooms are going to be growing more, so they'll be up in the mountains harvesting mushrooms as well. Pi loves to forage. She can't get enough of it. She's never happier than when she's out sort of finding her own food, like the ant eggs, the mushrooms, and everything else that she finds. Bamboo is another one. It's a real favourite. The bamboo shoots are just delicious. So yeah, it's it all supplements what goes on the table, and just makes life a little bit easier. At the end of the day, there's always rat to eat, I suppose, or a nice juicy fat beetle. And of course, I can always get myself a nice bit of fish straight out the pond. As you can see, Pi's all dressed up, and we've come out to Rai Sung Arun. It really is a nice little resort, this. It's a great place to relax. I mean, just to chill by the Mekong River. Doesn't really get much better than this. And Pi's worked so hard lately, we thought, well, we'll treat ourselves and come and have lunch here. It's not actually very expensive. A lot of what's on the menu is grown here. They've got quite a few gardens going on, and all over there is all vegetables. As you can see, they've got quite the vegetable garden going on, and there's lots of these little patches all around here. The last time I was here, they had some strawberry beds going, and they did look really good. So yeah. Also, the last time I was here, a lot of it at the bottom was under construction because they were building a new walkway, and they've now pretty much finished it. Really is fabulous. I think they made a great job of it. Now there's a bunch of bicycles over there, so I'm assuming, and it's only an assumption, that they hire them out so people can cycle up and down the bank of the Mekong River. It's quite a twisty little turny path they got here, and then it comes all the way down, and then sort of just a little bit muddy going across, but no big deal. And then onto the new walkway, which does look rather nice. They put in all these natural stone in the bank. That really is something else altogether. Now you need to take a good look at the Mekong River, and you will see the rocks in the middle there. All along the Mekong, especially up here, there's huge rock formations that sort of jut out the water, and then you get these little sort of pieces of land in the middle as well. And this is quite a controversial subject at the moment, because the Chinese apparently want to blast all of this so that they can get their barges up and down to make it easier to transport goods. The Mekong is often referred to as the mighty Mekong, and it's because it's so vast. It's approximately 2,900 kilometers long. It is a remarkable river. And of course, there you go, there's Laos across the river. It is, and I've said it so many times before, a truly wonderful place to live. And you know, whilst I have no say over what the Chinese and Thai governments decide to do regarding the Mekong River, I for one wouldn't like to see them blast it. Right, Pi and I are going to eat a bit of lunch and relax. It is nice to bring Pi out every now and again. It's nice for me as well. Somebody actually asked me, do you spend all of your time together? Yes, we do, 24/7. And it's testament to our relationship being strong enough to sustain it. There's not many couples that could put up with each other 24/7, but we do, and happily so. Well, that was an outstanding meal. Absolutely delicious. I can't remember last time I had sweet and sour fish that good. Now here's a bargain. My father-in-law sold that rat. Yeah, I know. He sold it for 100 baht. Apparently one of the other neighbouring farmers came across and had a chat, and then saw this rat hanging there and said, how much do you want for it? He said, 100 baht. He said, okay then. So I don't know what it is. I just can't bring myself to eat it. I just can't. But they say it's very, very good. But no, I'll pass on that. This is such a beautiful place though. It really is stunning. I did say to Pai that sometime we'll have to get on the bike and go down to Cheng Kong, cross over the bridge and take a quick ride through Laos, or a little bit of it anyway. I should imagine it's just really nice riding a bike along that road over there. Yeah, lovely. Such a beautiful area though. The meal here was pretty reasonable. Both Pai and I had something to eat. I had the sweet and sour fish with rice. Pai had a spicy noodle with prawn and pork, and we had a Coke and a watermelon shake, and the whole lot came out of 445 baht. So not bad at all. Well, that's about all from Pai and I today. We've got to get back to the farm and help Mum and Dad, and it's been lovely here. It was nice to get out and have a bite to eat, and of course riding the bike around here is just fantastic. Whatever you do, have a fantastic day and stay safe, and Pai and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now, guys.